Everybody, and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and everybody knows the guy next to me, the monstrous Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Heat in Miami. A lot of W's recently for this Miami team. They've achieved all the goals they set for themselves in the early part of this season. Now the goal becomes keeping it going for as long as possible. You know, Dwayne Wade, as of last season, the second most efficient post scorer in the league after his then teammate LeBron James. Eric Spoelstra saying, Shaq, folks don't realize how much Wade's game has evolved over the last few seasons.
Yeah, there was less breaking down players off the dribble, more cutting off the ball and backing down on the low block. That reduces wear and tear on his knee. He still has a combination of strength and quickness, and down low, he can overpower you.
All right, folks, we got to bounce. Time to go to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Along with Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's East versus West, where the Miami Heat will be looking to make a statement. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. And not only a 1-1 split series between these two teams last year, guys, but both wins were on the road, so home court advantage wasn't that big an advantage.
Well, they thought they'd handle this club last year both times, but they actually split the two season meetings.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside. The drive by Wade, and that one's good. Wade's got his team on the board to start the game for the Heat.
And there's the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, that's a nice tone setter out of the gate.
You know, you would think, as you said, Steve, that no matter what building they were in, this is a team, they should have beaten both times.
It probably had a little something to do with the fact that they're just not a very familiar opponent. I mean, that's one way to look at it.
On defense, Golden State. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And they were so proficient in that game offensively, guys. Their passing was dynamic, shot making, really good flow to their offense.
Well, they played a very intelligent game of basketball, Steve, and those two things go hand in hand.
And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Yeah, from the look on his face, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. He's going to come out of the game right now and get that thing checked out.
Danny Granger is checked in for the Heat. It's Iguodala with the drive, and he gets the bucket. Iguodala's got his first points of the game.
You know, when he scores buckets like that, Kevin, it just shows that he can bring some of that X factor for his team.
Wade, a screen on Curry. Here's Cole. He had 13 points in the win against Charlotte. Feeds it to Granger. Clock at 6. Granger left side. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Well, Danny Granger in his prime, a 25-point-per-game scorer and an all-star, but knee troubles have conspired to hold him back over the last couple of seasons. You know, still an effective role player, but just not the star that he once was.
And you recall back in 2005, Danny Granger slipped to 17th on draft night because of concerns about his knee. He made it 7 seasons before that became a hindrance. Now he's trying to overcome it in the latter stages of his career.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Granger, at one time, the franchise player for the Pacers. But with their cap situation, Steve, the writing was on the wall.
Well, a new team in a new situation. And, you know, when healthy, Danny Granger is still an impact player. Really, at this stage of his career, though, he's best served in a reserve role.
It's been a quick start for Miami. It's a 3-point game. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Here's Curry following the score by Miami. Thompson from long range. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Bosh hits the pick for Wade. Dang gets a wide open look. And again, Miami with the triple.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100% can't do better than that.
Curry passes to Lee. Banked in off the glass. Lee's got his second bucket tonight.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
There's the pass to Wade. Bosh hits the pick for Wade. He kicks to Cole. He feeds it to Granger. Lee gets the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Back to Curry. Bogut against Bosh. Curry setting the pick for Bogut.
Boy, great rebound from just a little guy. He had to fight and claw for that one.
Moment here now for an injury report.
Guys, I got an update from head athletic trainer of the Heat. It's bad news, I'm afraid. He's saying that it looks like a broken ankle, which can truly be a devastating injury. He's sidelined for the rest of this game, and it doesn't look good for him seeing the court again anytime soon. Kevin?
All right, Doris. We will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and we know one thing, Kevin. This guy loves to play, so he's going to do everything possible to get back out onto the court.
Definitely. Let's hope it's a speedy recovery for him.
Here's Bogut following the basket by Chris Bosh. Pass to Lee. Outside Curry with the shot. Some shot is good that time. Curry's got his first points of the night.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
Danny Granger dealing with injuries over the last few seasons. His shooting percentages have waned, but we know what a clutch scorer he can be when he's right. Now feeling better, we're seeing some of that spring in his step.
Free throw drops for Danny Granger. And Granger 6'9" with a 7-2 arm span, a quick release too on that jumper.
He can be streaky, but he's a player who at one time, Kevin, averaged 26 points a game, and he can get his shot off in a hurry.
And so he makes both from the line. Not a big surprise, but the Heat, Steve, were the best team in the East last year when it came to playing teams in the Western Conference.
Yeah, that's not a shock at all because they have the most talent from the East, and I think only facing those clubs twice each, Miami was much more likely to be up for those games from an emotional standpoint.
Now here's Iguodala. He had 10 points in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Curry attacking. That one rolling around and rims out.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
You know, back to your point about the Heat in the West, they were the only East team to get 20 wins against the Western Conference.
To the paint. It's stolen by Dang. Here's Cole, averaging 10 points per contest. The feed to Wade. Bosh, a screen on Thompson. Wade kicks to Dang. From outside the arc. No good. Warriors trail by 5. Curry dishes to Thompson. Back to Curry. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the triple. Curry's got 5 points so far.
And for a team in the East, that's often the real test of how good you are. Of course, that wasn't really a question for the Heat, as they were always regarded as the team to beat last year in the NBA.
Dwayne Wade last season drawing motivation from Kevin Durant. Durant said that his former teammate James Harden had passed Wade as one of the top 10 players in the league.
Yeah, and Wade, vowed to make Durant respect his place in history. Durant said, hey, don't tell me, show me. And some back and forth before the season even began between the two stars. Very interesting.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Wade, as with all great players, has tremendous pride, and he's dealt with knee problems. As he's dealt with his knee problems, he's listened for those doubters who say he's too old, too injured, too slow to be a factor. And I wouldn't be surprised if those words have been used as motivation by Dwayne Wade.
And Wade drops them both.
And the Heat resting Wade strategically last season. He sat out a lot of back-to-back games trying to keep him healthy. One thing's for sure, when he's on the court, he's still one of the best in the game.
Lee sets a screen for Curry. Again, Curry missing.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Here's Cole. Granger up top. Dang, a screen on Lee. Granger from outside. The basket six tonight.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
It would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Dwayne Wade, a Hall of Fame player, I think, held back by bone bruises and tendonitis in his knees in recent years. But by keeping them in good shape and staying in condition, he's been able to find ways to play throughout the season and still be effective.
Now here's Curry. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And he did some nice work on the boards too, Kevin. That was definitely a factor in that game as well.
Here's Lee. On the wing, it's Iguodala. A second chance effort. Bogut trying to get open. And Lee with the layup. Lee's got 6. The Heat leading by 5. Here's Cole. They set the screen. On the wing, Granger. Off the screen. And yes, sir, that one drops. 9 points in the game so far.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Outside Curry. Over to the wing. Lee passes to Curry. And it's sent back by Bosch. And now here comes Cole, leading the break. Good ball movement here by Miami. Wade kicks to Dang. Over in the corner, Cole. Wade dishes to Dang. And in. And now it's a 9-point Heat lead. Warriors have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Lee passes to Iguodala. He dishes it to Curry. The high post shot, and another basket for Golden State.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Miami leading by 7. There's a screen, and it's Dang in the corner. Granger outside. Wade a screen on Lee. Granger kicks to Wade. Here's the 3, and the Heat another 3.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Now here's Iguodala, averaging 9 points per contest. Over in the corner, Green. Outside Curry. Lee sets a screen for Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Curry's got 9 points.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Steph Curry known for his great shooting, and rightly so, but a well-rounded player. In fact, he tied for second in the NBA last season with 3 triple-doubles.
And some changes here for the Heat. Anderson, he's checked in for Granger. Chalmers comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Napier in for Norris Cole. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for David Lee. And it's Livingston in for Andre Iguodala. Now, here's Chalmers. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And Steph Curry's first triple-double, how about this? It happened early last season, and it only took him 3 quarters of play. In what was an early statement game for the Warriors against the hapless Sixers, Steph showed them who was in charge that night.
Here's Chalmers, averaging 9 points per contest. Can't hit.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Spates with a screen on Bosch. And the wide-open shot from Green. The three-pointer, no good. And Steph Curry, Steve, one of the best rebounding point guards in the NBA throughout his young career.
Yeah, not the strongest or the most explosive athlete, but incredible coordination and anticipation. And so his feel for the game allows him to figure out where to be before everybody else on the floor.
And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. That's good. Curry's got 11.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. Napier passes to Anderson. Knocked loose. Here's Curry. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Now just a 4-point Heat lead.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Napier kicks to Anderson. That's blocked. They get it back. The kick out to Bosch. Pass to Napier. Left side, Dang. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And here's a look at some of the most multi-dimensional players in the NBA. Not only can they pass, they can fill it up. The highest scoring point guards this season. 5th is Steph Curry.
Yeah, I agree with you. The thing that to me makes these guys special, Steve, is that they can do so many things to enable and help their offense. And not all point guards in the league have the unique combination of skills to produce that these guys do. And they've done it on a night-in, night-out basis. And I've marveled at their consistency as well. Maurice Spates, a big man with a nice shooting touch. Last season, an uptick in three-point attempts for him. And that might be a good move, developing his shot outside the arc. The three and the way the game is played now is much more valuable than the long two-point shot.
And both free throws good for Spates. And Mo Spates, a backup big for Florida during their second NCAA title in 07.
And he declared for the draft in 2008. He's taken 16th overall. He's been a solid rotation player throughout his career. He could probably improve a little bit defensively, but offensively, he's got the ability to score out there, both inside and out. Well, Luol Deng was supposed to have a lot more help in Chicago as they got healthy, but injuries struck once again, and they were forced to ship Deng off to help in the next rebuilding project. First time Deng has ever played in a different uniform.
And Luol Deng, Clark, one of only 5 Bulls in history to play in a 10th year with the team, the 4th leading scorer in their franchise's history.
And Coach Thibodeau called him the glue of the team, the Velcro guy. But despite everything he meant to the organization, his free agency weighed heavily. He refused a significant extension offer, so they felt they had to go in a different direction.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Well, you look at how the Warriors have improved. Really a change in philosophy from years past. The new ownership wanted size for position and rebounding, defense, toughness. They've really established a nice foundation.
Here is Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And Spates gets it to go.
Well, you knew the run would come, and here it is. They're playing well now, trying to get back in this thing.
Yeah, pretty good comeback effort here. Rolling along nicely, and they've gotten themselves within striking distance now.
Chalmers dishes to Bosch. From 12 feet out. That's good on the jump shot. And the Heat lead by 3.
Now, the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face, couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Miami ahead, up 3. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
NBA season pushes on. Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls take on Rajon Rondo and the Boston Celtics live this Friday night.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They have really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
Bosch and the Birdman, Chris Anderson at the 4 and 5. Napier is out there with Chalmers. And it's Dang in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Spates kicks to Green. Thompson right side. Shot clock at 6. Can't hit. The Heat go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here's Chalmers. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. Warriors trail by 3. Here is Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Thompson in the corner. Plenty of space. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists in the game. Miami's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Bosch, the screen. Dang kicks to Napier. Right side, Dang. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Green with a screen for Barnes. Thompson passes to Livingston. Spates dishes to Barnes. The baseline J. Shot is blocked. Here's Napier. 8 points his last outing. The dish now to Chalmers. Passes to Bosch. Back to Chalmers. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Bosch against Green. Golden State moving it around. High arcing shot. Thompson misses.
You know, one thing you have to give Coach Eric Spoelstra credit for is he's not wedded to just one approach. I like his ability to be flexible. You remember after the 2011 finals, for example, he really went back to the drawing board and changed Miami's offense to their small ball approach, but also wanted to get LeBron inside more. The result has been a couple of championship rings.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Napier kicks to Anderson. Barnes grabs the miss. You talk about Coach Spoelstra staying open to new ideas. He spent time in the summer studying football coaches and their techniques.
Yeah, kind of an interdisciplinary interest in greatness. And, you know, that's what goes into building a champion. Spoelstra, very intense and focused, always trying to find an edge, even if he has to kind of step outside the box a little bit.
Thompson misses.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Again, the miss by the Heat.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
A different look for Miami. Danny Granger, he's checked in for Anderson. Wade comes in for Mario Chalmers. And Cole subbed in for Napier. And then for Golden State, Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Lee comes in for Green. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. Wade against Thompson. Shoots from the elbow. The shot by Wade, no good. Warriors trail by 3. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. In the past, as you know, Chris Bosh tried to bulk up, but he's accepted his frame and his finesse game, saying, quote, "It's different now. The game is a lot faster. I don't bang anymore. It's not my strength, and I understand that." He's become more perimeter-oriented, and why not, Kevin? He said he realized that you do get one more point for threes. Gentlemen, over to you.
Perimeter shooting, big men. Very much in demand, Doris. Thanks. The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. He misses the free throw. But looking at David Lee, you know, guys, the one thing that really stands out about him, and there's a lot, but a very well-rounded offensive game.
Well, he's so mobile. He's an ambidextrous finisher around the rim. He can step out and hit that mid-range jumper. You know, the ability to use both hands kind of reminds me of you, Kevin, how you sometimes hold the mic in your left hand, sometimes with the right.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yeah, one thing about Steve, he is observant. You know that. He doesn't miss much.
No good on the second free throw.
And David Lee is great playing off the ball in the pick and roll. He really is one of the very best at that particular skill. He can put it on the deck, handles it in many ways like a guard in 6-7 dribble situations, and with his passion he can punish the defense for trying to help and double team him.
Lee, a screen on Wade. It's Thompson off the drive. 14 feet away. No good from Lee.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
Wade kicks to Bosh. Dishes to Granger to end the drought. Lee gets the rebound. Lee's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And you talk about Lee's versatility. He can score with his back to the basket or facing up. A real triple threat from the high post.
And Thompson kicks to Lee. The shot from the low post is good. Lee's got 8 points. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bosh sets the pick for Wade. And Bosh now top of the key. Granger outside. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. Another miss by Granger. The Warriors trailing. Iguodala the pass to Livingston. Thompson outside. Tries from 10. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Thompson. And that's 10 points for David Lee. Cole dishes to Granger. Here's Cole. He has 5. Kicks to Wade. Feeds it to Granger. Bosch a screen on Iguodala. Granger. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Granger's got 11 points.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Timeout called the Warriors. The Warriors, guys, with the acquisition of Andre Iguodala, possesses one of the elite starting 5s, I think, in the NBA.
Yeah, and the numbers prove that, Kevin. Their starting 5 was right there near the top of the league in terms of efficiency. And, you know, the big thing is just getting the bench more involved and trying to get more continuity with that second unit.
Here is Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Iguodala outside. And there's the pass to Bogut. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, it was really good to see Andrew Bogut healthy last season, and he reminded everybody, when he's right, he's a live, active body, a significant presence defensively. He's able to play above the rim, and he even showed he can finish alley-oops with regularity.
And Bogut signed to a 3-year, $36 million extension by the Warriors. Steve, you're going to see that firsthand going into last season.
Yeah, I mean, great defensive centers command a premium. So, I mean, to me, that's a good contract. Bogut has changed this Warrior club from a defensive and rebounding and attitude standpoint. Been a big part of this club the last couple of years.
And he sinks the second.
Well, Andrew Bogut possesses really great size and above-average athleticism, but I really think it's his basketball IQ that sets him apart. He's got outstanding instincts, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
And the Heat call time here. You talk about Bogut's IQ of the game. Steve, a great passer offensively.
He is. He's one of those guys who has a good feel for the game. He sets good screens. He understands angles. He's got a lot of veteran tricks about him. You know, things that maybe the referees don't catch. So a guy who can really help your team win.
The drive by Bosch. Dang with the screen for Bosch. Here's Cole. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Norris Cole played his college ball at Cleveland State, but was a state champion at Dayton Dunbar High School. He's a quick scoring guard who the Heat bring in off the bench, not only to push the tempo offensively, but to provide some real havoc defensively.
And that one falls for Cole. And Norris Cole, Steve, more a scoring guard than a playmaker.
Yeah, he picks his spots, Kevin. You know, still searching for that efficiency offensively that would put him over the top, but really found a niche for himself alongside Wade in Miami.
And both free throws good for Cole.
Well, you know, both of these teams certainly in the conversation when you talk about NBA dynasties, with some epic finals performances to show for it. Always a pleasure to watch these two teams face off. You really don't want to see him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot it.
Tries again. Bosch can't hit.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Pass to Livingston. Thompson outside. At the elbow, Lee takes the 13-footer, and the shot is good. Lee's got 12 in the game. And stylistically, the Spurs and the Heat at different ends of the spectrum, certainly. Steve, the Spurs averse to the glitter and the glamour.
Yeah, whereas in Miami, you got the pyrotechnics, the fog machines. It's star power all the way. And I think in a way, the NBA kind of needs both approaches. They both have their place.
Wade with it, picked up by Thompson. Wade drives in. The shot will not go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Livingston kicks to Lee. Takes the 13-footer. Livingston, that's good. And the Warriors lead by 2. Miami's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Bosch against Bogut. Wade a screen on Iguodala. Dang with the bucket.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Livingston passes to Thompson. Lee sets a screen for Thompson. Iguodala wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Iguodala's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors. Here's Cole. He has 7. He kicks it to Granger. On the wing, Dang. He's covered by Iguodala. 5 to shoot. The stupendous finish in traffic. Dang's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
The feed to Thompson. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 4 assists now tonight. Miami's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Wade outside. He feeds it to Granger. And it's Miami with another. Golden State's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Livingston. Bosch grabs the miss. Bosch has got 5 rebounds tonight. Wade dishes to Cole. There's the pick. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Anderson comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Chalmers in for Luol Deng. Golden State also making some changes. Green, he's checked in for Bogut. Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not. That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Miami's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Barnes against Wade. He dishes it to Granger. All alone. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And that's 15 points for Danny Granger.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Pass to Green. 55 seconds left here in the second. Barnes with it, and Granger picks him up defensively. Curry with another miss. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Chalmers, and the layup's good off the glass. Chalmers has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
There's the dish to Cole. Wade a screen on Curry. Cole's shot is good. And now a 4-point Heat lead.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Inside. It's deflected. Stolen by Anderson. Goes up. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense, leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here's Lee. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Chalmers. Shot no good. And so that brings the first half to a close. Heat lead by 6. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Eric Spoelstra. And Eric, you guys have seemed in complete command out here tonight. What's been the key so far?
Well, I think we've been able to get to our pace. We've been active defensively, so we just have to maintain our focus and keep trying to be in attack mode, both ends of the court.
Eric, thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
For the Warriors, they've really struggled against Granger.
15 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
Which can't be undervalued, Clark. So many times a game can come down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Warriors trail by 6. Early on last year, the Warriors showed that they were going to be a team to make the postseason in the West. Couldn't get the home court advantage, though, and that kind of hurt them.
Yeah, it did. And as dangerous as their team is in the playoffs with the shooting ability they have, they're much better if they could have gotten that extra game at Oracle Arena.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Golden State looking at who they've got. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. It's Lee and Bogut inside, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. Granger right side. And the shot is good. Granger's got 17 now.
That extra game would matter in the end. Last postseason, the Warriors lost to the Clippers, and back and forth, Game 7.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Passes it to Iguodala. Dishes it to Thompson. From past the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. He's got 12.
Well, the Warriors expected and hoped to go farther than the first round of the playoffs, but you have to give them a lot of credit for playing the Clippers as tough as they did, considering they were down multiple centers during that series.
Granger with the bucket.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Warriors trail by 5. Curry passes to Thompson. Releases from 15. That's good. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They've been good on all 3 of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Wade outside. In the corner, Granger with it. it's Miami with another.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, the Miami Heat, top 2 in the league in offensive efficiency over the last 2 years. Coach Spoelstra has said they learned a lot from their 2011 finals loss, saying it was essential for us to utilize more movement, especially off the ball, and to move the ball more. Less isolation. We coined it pace and space. Guys, that hasn't changed.
Even without LeBron, Doris, they have personnel to score. Thanks.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Wade dishes to Dang. Back to Wade. Granger against Lee. Shot, high post. Wade cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush. And the Heat lead by 5.
Well, I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it home.
Well, what a way to get second chance points.
Yeah, don't take any risks. Just put that ball back in the hoop.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. One of the stories here, Danny Granger getting it done today.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
A moment here now to see how the numbers stack up for Steph Curry. 5th in assists. He was 9th in scoring. And how about his accuracy from the foul line, guys? He is in the top 10 in free throw percentage.
And, you know, we'd be remiss not to say a word about his outstanding assist ranking. Come on now. I mean, this guy is one of the top assist men in the game and doing it with flair and fundamental soundness. That's special.
Iguodala outside. In low to Lee. Granger with the defensive effort. The Heat leading by 5.
David Lee, very light on his feet for a big man. He played tennis until age 12, and that may have contributed to his mobility, but he can really move around the floor for a big man.
4 on the shot clock. Fires from 14. Dwayne Wade again. Now it's a 7-point Heat lead. Warriors have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8.
And David Lee, tremendous feet and excellent hands for a big guy. Really good touch catching and finishing around the rim. Either hand. He's really a depth finisher, whether off the pass or on an offensive rebound.
Just 5 on the clock. Thompson for the triple. Another 3 for Golden State.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
And the Heat call time here. And for David Lee, Steve, not just valued by his team for his play on the court, but also his presence in the locker room.
Yeah, a good teammate, makes a big difference in the community. Those things can really help and make a big contribution to team chemistry.
And Miami making a change here. Napier's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Spates is checked in. And it's the Heat with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. Number 5, the Warriors.
Yeah, what a show of strength and rebounding we've seen recently. These guys playing extremely physical.
Outside Curry. In low to Spates. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, when you're coming off a championship, actually make that 2 consecutive championships, it's even more okay to be more concerned about the postseason than the regular season. You kind of figure out how to manage the regular season. And the Heat clearly took that approach, or at least it seemed that.
And that one falls for Spates.
Well, what you said about the Heat, you know, beyond the resting of key guys, they seem to be more concerned about the process of things than the result during the season.
And both free throws good for Spates. Well, the Heat had no real reason to be concerned with results. It'd be nice for them to win, but they knew they were expected, Clark, to get to the finals again.
And there really wasn't anybody they feared. I mean, they might have ended second in the conference, but they played the season perfectly to set themselves up for the postseason. This season will be an interesting test as there's a much tougher road for this group to be able to navigate to go deep into the playoffs.
The Heat leading by 4. In transition, here comes Miami. Deng kicks to Wade. Nice D from Bogut.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And Maurice Spates the bucket on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Napier passes to Deng. Here's Napier. Granger, a screen on Curry. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Memphis, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Warriors, 2 games back.
You know, for the Warriors, you got to go back to the preseason preparation. It was really solid. They established a style of play that was perfect for their personnel, and it's paid immediate dividends at the start of this season.
And the personnel you mentioned wasn't necessarily well respected coming into the season, but they're quickly earning a lot of respect from around the league.
Deng with it. Picked up by Thompson. Bosh, a screen on Bogut. Wade dishes to Bosh. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Chris Bosh, in some ways, has been the overlooked, underrated member of the Big Three in Miami, but extremely valuable. A nice complimentary scorer and understated defensively. But with LeBron gone now, he becomes more of a focal point offensively.
And he makes the first. And Chris Bosh posted up a lot more, it seemed, to Clark in Toronto and Miami. It'd become primarily a face-up threat.
And I think that's where he's most comfortable, Kevin. More of a slender build. He takes advantage of his quickness more than his strength, so facing up is really where he's been most effective.
Chris Anderson has checked in for Danny Granger. And so Bosh nails both of them.
Not so long ago, this Golden State Warriors franchise was in disarray, and boy, what a reversal it's been over the last few seasons. Excellent chemistry, and it seems they have a real culture that players want to be a part of.
And here is Curry. 17 points in the game. Shot clock at 3. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 19 points.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
He'd have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. And for the Warriors, that chemistry and culture of hard work really starts in the summers. You know, Steve, almost all the players coming in early to work together.
Well, that's how you get better. I mean, you really improve in the summer in this league with the work you put in. And, you know, a lot of the Warriors players stick around the Bay Area and work every day. That's the kind of commitment it takes.
Here is Livingston, averaging 6 points per contest. On the wing, it's Iguodala, and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
And while we have a chance, let's check out some stats for Curry. Averaging about 23 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. And it's the kind of run we've seen from him so many times in the past.
But no matter how many times we do see him have a stretch like this, Steve, it still leaves us shaking our heads in amazement and admiration.
Anderson, a screen on Curry. Bosh, the screen. Napier kicks to Bosh. The kick out to Deng. Fires the 3. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh. Bosh has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Warriors trail by 8. Feeds to Green. Out to the wing. Livingston passes to Green. Outside Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Spates. Miami grabs the miss. Wade's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
It's stolen by Curry. Kicks it to Livingston. The pass to Iguodala. That's good. Iguodala's got 7 points.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Wade dishes to Dang. Launches a 3. Bosch can't get it to go.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
And Curry, here we go. Pass to Livingston. He kicks it to Spates. Knocks it loose. Livingston passes to Spates. Spates missing again. The Heat leading by 6. Here's Napier. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the basket good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Outside Curry. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Heat. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Wade up top. 12 points for him. But they'll get another chance. Then kicks to Anderson. Rebound by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 4 rebounds in this game. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
No good from Spates.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
Wade drives in. Soft touch off the glass. Wade's got the lead up to 10 now for the Heat.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Curry. He trains the quick shot. Curry's got 21. 1:35 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Napier, guarded by Curry. Here's Wade. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Heat lead by 10.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Livingston kicks to Spates. Curry with a wide open look. Wide open shot is on the money. Curry's got 8 points here in this quarter. 1:05 left to play here in the third. Wade outside. Anderson against Spates. Anderson dishes to Bosch. The Warriors pull it in.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 11 in the second half.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
And it's Wade penetrating. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. That's good from Stephen Curry. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Miami. Coles comes in for Napier. Lee's checked in for Golden State. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sean Livingston. And both free throws good for Curry.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
Chalmers passes to Cole. Anderson a screen on Curry. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Wade. No good again that time. From midcourt, cannot hit. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Heat out front. They're up by 3. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter.
Tune in next Sunday night, November 30th. Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Rajon Rondo and the Boston Celtics. It's East and West. Do not miss it.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, today it comes from one of the men in the middle, Kevin. Let me tell you, anytime you get a big man who can pass like this, it really changes the way you can play offense. It diversifies your offensive attack.
Let me ask you, who is the best passing big man you played with?
Luke Longley.
Ah, the Australian.
Yes, big redhead, good passer down on the low block.
The number 1 pick by the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Heat leading by 3. D-Wade out there with Danny Granger. Then there's Chalmers. Then there's Chris Anderson. And it's Cole in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Wade. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Heat came into last season looking to three-peat, and anything less would have been a disappointment.
Yeah, well, you could see that they were focusing on the playoffs last year. The Bobcats didn't really stand a chance against them in round 1. It was easy pickings for the Heat.
That free throw, no good.
Well, to get back to the Heat last year, a lot of teams in the conference didn't really look to be in the same ballpark as Miami in terms of playoff hunger.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, the Heat did breeze through to the finals, but the three-peat just was not in the cards after they fell to the Spurs. Terrific run nonetheless. 4 consecutive NBA Finals, 2 championships, and quite honestly, who knows how things could have gone if the air conditioning didn't fail or any other twist in that epic series. That air conditioning went down in Game 1, folks, if you didn't recall that, but it wasn't anything about air conditioning. The Spurs were super hot and well-oiled and highly motivated. They wanted that trophy.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfect.
It's Thompson off the drive. The feed to Barnes. He dishes it to Lee. Shoots a fader. Cannot hit. And Miami the other way now. They've led by as much as 10.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Warriors trail by 8. Curry kicks to Lee. He feeds it to Barnes. Pass to Thompson. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. So we'll see Klay Thompson go to the line here. Mario Chalmers picks one up. The Warriors making a switch here. Bogut's checked in. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And then look at the points in the paint, because they're really winning that battle tonight.
Well, it's really hard to find a more pure, accurate shooting stroke than Klay Thompson. I mean, every season over 40% from distance, but he's working to diversify his offensive game. You know, he's posting up and using his ball handling skills to get inside some.
And the jam by David Lee.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Wade dishes to Cole. Passes it to Chalmers. 6 to shoot. Granger outside. His three-pointer's off the mark. And Thompson worked hard on his explosiveness and finishing. He predicted, Steve, a poster dunk last season and delivered against Kyle Singler. Remember that with the Pistons?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's been trying to go inside more. And last year, he thought, he'd have to work at it to get to the line more. Only averaged about 2 free throw attempts per game for his career. So that's the next step for him, to be more aggressive attacking.
And so here is Miami. Miami leading by 3. Wade outside. The dish to Granger. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Danny Granger. 2.
That one is off. Luol Deng is checked in for Dwayne Wade. Good on the second free throw.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Outside Curry. Over in the corner, Barnes. Back to Curry. Chalmers against Thompson. Here's Bogut. And that one hits back iron.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
Curry with the steal. Here's Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Thompson. He has 20 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Yeah, when he's been able to get squared up and get a good look at the basket, it seems like everything's been going.
No good on the free throw.
Well, it seems like they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and it's just been that kind of a day.
And the second free throw, good. The Heat leading by 3. Here's Chalmers. The kick out to Deng. Back to Chalmers. From 12 feet out. Rebound Bogut.
That's as high percentage as it gets for him. I mean, the defense really has to be mindful of not giving him that kind of space to operate.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
And he gets the bucket. Cole's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He is yet to miss a shot.
Curry kicks to Lee. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Here's Cole. Curry with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Barnes kicks to Lee. Bogut the pass to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. To take the lead. And another basket for Golden State.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
Here's Cole. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
So far in the game for Cole, 15 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
And that one falls for Cole. Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. And Golden State also making a change. Green is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And both free throws good for Cole. The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've final quarter. Curry dishes to Lee. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Thompson. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Heat making a change here. Wade's checked in. Here's Wade. Bosh sets the pick for Wade. Goes up at the stripe. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dishes it to Lee. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
16 seconds on shot. 16.
Dang against Green. Feeds it to Curry. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
21 seconds on shot. 21.
And the wide open shot from Green. And finally they hit one. And the Warriors lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
You know, quite honestly, Kevin and Steve, I mean, this game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Well, then let's root for overtime. Why not?
And it's Wade penetrating. Outside Curry. Screen by Bogut. Kicks it to Lee. Lee can't get that one to fall.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Bosh, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Heat. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Curry with it. The pass to Lee. Shot clock at 6. Thompson outside. Fires from deep. Cole with the rebound.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently. He's been a different guy in the second half, guys. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Pass to Lee. Thompson against Wade. It's Thompson off the drive, and it's sent back by Bosh. Now Wade. He kicks it to Cole. Tries from 10. Good on the jump shot. Cole's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Timeout called the Warriors. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. He said, no time to waste, fellas. We've got to pick it up right now if we're going to make a comeback and try to win this thing. Let's go all out. Back to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Warriors trail by 3. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Curry drops it in from 11 feet. Curry's got 17 now, just in the second half.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Well, Steph Curry, of course, deadly from outside the arc, but last season he tried to improve his ability to get to the rim. In fact, he significantly increased his points in the paint last year.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Anderson. Here's Cole. Back to Wade. Bosch, a screen on Lee. Haslam, the pass to Bosch. Lee with the steal. Thompson outside. Out to Lee. Back to Thompson. Green against Bosch. 6 on the shot clock. Curry outside. Rebound by the Heat. And for Curry, improving his driving ability. He already had the handles, but he tried to work on his strength to ward off contact.
And Kevin, you know, film study is also playing a role in that progression and development. And he not only improved his finishing ability inside, he also got to the line more often, a result of being more confident in his strength.
Lee gets the bucket. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end. Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
And there's the feed to Bogut. Miami grabs the miss. Wade's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here we go with Bosch running it up the floor. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
How about the night Dang is having? 8 rebounds, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
Yeah, productive day for him from long range.
Luol Deng. 2.
He's off on the first. Hamilton's checked in for the Heat. And the second free throw, good.
I'm sure he feels like they should have the lead right now, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Lee sets a screen for Curry. He dishes it to Lee. Back to Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the 3-point shots. You just don't want to fall too much in love with it.
Thompson outside. He feeds it to Curry. Lee, a screen on Wade. And Curry, here we go. And it's Miami with the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Then kicks to Wade. Here's Cole, covered by Bogut. Lee with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well.
He's got 33 points, and he's pickpocketed the ball 5 times.
You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
Yeah, it's really been something, Clark. The energy that he's brought. He's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and first guy back defensively as well.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're losing by 5. 1:30 left to play here in the fourth. Cole dishes to Wade. Here's Bosch. Miami no good on that time either.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Dang. Green passes to Thompson. Bogut sets a screen for Thompson. Thompson right side. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
He adds to their lead with a couple of solid free throws. Time is definitely not on their side at this point.
Yeah, they need a quick bucket.
Here's Dang. And just miss after miss right now.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Lee is screen on Bosch. Curry with it. He's picked up by Dang. Curry kicks to Bogut. Good, and Curry gets the assist. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
Here's Dang, and he swishes it right through.
From D-Wayne.
And so here is Golden State. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Curry kicks to Lee. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Golden State.
You know, once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep.
Yeah, he is a threat really from anywhere when he gets on a roll like this.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 10. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Well, they can game plan all they want, but there's not enough time left for them to come back and win this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what they think they're going to pull off here.
8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Good, nice play there from Napier.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Here's Barnes. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Clay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Steph Curry.